Hey, fight fans, you are in the ring with Christine, or should I say, in the octagon with Christine, because today I have a special guest, Joel Guzman, and this is the first time I've ever interviewed an MMA fighter, and I'm so super excited, and hopefully it's not the last. How are you, Joel?
I'm great.
Yeah,
Great.
you
Feeling
doing
great.
good?
Yes, ma'am. Feeling great. On weight. Ready to fight.
So speaking of on weight, what weight is your weight that you're going to be fighting at?
So I'm a middleweight. I normally fight at 185 pounds. The guy I'm fighting, Rashad Coulter, he called me out at 205. So I'm fighting
Oh,
light heavyweight. So right now I'm weighing 206 this morning. No weight cut
wow.
for me. Right.
So this fight is taking place January 28th at Billy Bob's in Dallas, Texas. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. Footwork, Texas.
Fort Worth, Texas, and
Right.
that's a XKO card.
Yes. And
Okay,
it'll be a Muay Thai fight. This one will be.
that's what I was going to ask you about because I'm really new to like the MMA, and I had seen it was going to be a Muay Thai fight, so I didn't even realize that there were different styles whenever you're going to be fighting. So explain that to my boxing fans that aren't familiar.
All right, so the Muay Thai is gonna be it'll be in a cage, not a boxing ring. It's basically like kickboxing rules, punching and kicking. You can elbow and knee as well. Um, no taking down, no ground game. Really, not too
Oh.
much. Shouldn't be any grappling. There will be a little clinch work, up against the cage, but I'm gonna try to strike the whole time. So it'll be, kind of like boxing, but with kicks
Okay, that's awesome. That's exciting.
yeah,
I love that.
for
And
sure.
I know your coach, Darren Lamb.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
he's got that boxing background and everything
Yeah,
else background.
right.
What have y'all been working on without giving too much away?
Well, for this guy, he is, he's heavy handed. He's definitely looking for an overhand knockout, something like that. So we've been working the range, distance, movement, and just touching, getting in, getting back out, angle again. And then, of course, we're going to use kicks. He don't really kick. He doesn't really check kick. So definitely, I love to kick. So I'm definitely going to be chopping those legs up.
Wow, that's awesome. And
Yeah.
are we going to be able to see this on a live stream?
Yes, ma'am. It's extremeknockout.com. It'll be spelled XTREME knockout.com, and it'll be live stream Thursday night, the 28th. I believe the fight start at 7. We will be the main event, so the last fight.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah,
So I have a
very.
few people commenting. G Funky, hello. And Jesus says, be sure and use head movement as well.
Yes, yes, for sure.
Now, so your opponent is Rashad Coulter, and you
Right.
said that he called you out. So is there some real beef going on between you two guys?
Um, one guy that, he's a coach in my camp now. But they did fight. Now this was back in 2013, but they did fight, and my guy, my teammate, he beat him, got him in an arm bar. It was an MMA fight. So I feel like maybe there's some bad blood between Rashad. He wants to try to get one up or whatever. Fight. He wasn't gonna fight my coach. Obviously, he's not fighting no more. So he then calls me out. I'm a whole weight class lower, but I quickly
Mm.
accepted. Yeah, I quickly accepted because I just feel like I can beat this guy. No problem.
Yeah, so I did see on your Facebook page that there was a man, I guess that was like one of your coaches that said, I beat Rashad Coulter, and then it has a
Yeah.
date.
Yes,
That was
ma'am.
kind of funny. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, and I mean that's a good way to get a lot of hype around a fight. I mean, really,
Right.
because we want to cause a lot of buzz whenever we're going to fight somebody.
For sure.
And I was gonna y'all I was gonna ask you because y'all were supposed to fight a while back. Is that
We were
right?
yes, man. We were supposed to fight in April, and then the coronavirus hit everything, shut it
Mhm.
down. We were literally like 3 weeks out, and they just completely shut the venue down. Then I'd say 5 months later, right around October, or about 6, 7 months later, we get the call again. They got everything booked again, and then the second wave hits, and we were just a couple weeks out from that. So I've been gearing for this guy for almost a year now. I'm completely prepared. I know he had a heavyweight boxing match that was
Mm-hmm.
supposed to take place on the Mike Tyson Roy Jones undercard.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess his guy got COVID or something like that, so that didn't go down. So I know the guy's heavy. I know he's been preparing for heavyweight, so I know he's gonna try to come in here and bully me. He thinks he's bigger, but I'm gonna be faster. I'm gonna move way more, and I don't think he's ready for it.
Well, I mean, you're pretty big yourself. You're like what, 6 foot?
I'm 6'1". I'm a little bit
Six
taller
one.
than him. Yeah.
Okay, so you're a big guy too. You're just going to be
Yeah.
a little bit leaner, so you're going to be
Right.
more agile,
Yes,
in
ma'am.
my opinion.
Yes. And
You know what? I'm definitely going to be tuned in because that's a fight I definitely want to see.
yes.
Now, when we talked earlier, and I'm going to mention this because I love it, you were out and you were delivering shirts that people ordered. I
Right.
love that you're so in tune with your fans and that
Oh
you're
yeah.
actually personally delivering your shirts. Tell me about that.
I'm delivering personally. I'm posting all the people with buying the shirts with them on. They're sending me pictures. I've sent some out to different places. They're sending me pictures. I'm trying to be one on one with all my fans. Everybody that supports, everybody that shows love, I'm gonna show it right back. I got like 7 local businesses that are sponsors. From all different types of different companies, but they're all local. They're all like mom and pop type of deal, and they love what they do and they put their love into it. I'm the same way with martial arts, and I heavily support everybody that does that.
I love that. That's really
Yeah.
great. I'm in the boxing world, and we have to go through so many things with COVID, the testing, and the bubble and everything. What are some of the things that y'all are having to do as far as your bubble and your testing and everything to prepare and to be ready for this fight?
Definitely wearing the mask, doing all this. I mean, I train with only a select group. We stay to ourselves. We're not out going crazy all in public. They're gonna have us quarantined for 2 days before the fight, test before the fight. So we'll be up in a hotel for the build up. There's really not they don't want any interaction with anybody. You're just gonna be sitting in this hotel for 2 days and then weigh in. The weigh-ins are gonna be like just one guy, no face offs, or it's just going to be one guy going in, weigh in. And so they're really trying to take the measures and precautions to
Sure.
make sure nobody's having any problems.
So, is there going to be an audience?
There will be. It's like 50% capacity in the way
Okay,
they.
so it's the same as boxing in Texas,
Right.
50%
Yeah.
capacity. Okay.
Right.
So,
They've done it where it's like 4 to 6 per table, and then the tables will be 6 feet spread out. And they went through a lot of measures. Like we had a venue at Texas Live, which is a big place in Arlington.
mm-hmm.
We've had another venue at Gas Monkey in Dallas. Those are both out of there right now just because of all the precautionaries. They finally got it okayed in Fort Worth because the place is so big and the way they're doing it and spreading it out. And people are only going to be able to come in and go to their table. It's not going to be just a bunch of people walking around
Right.
close to each other. Yeah,
No, I think that's fabulous.
for
And
sure.
I want to switch gears a little bit to your family. What do they think about you fighting and how is the support and how does that help you mentally and
Oh,
emotionally?
man, my family's great. My mom, she's my number one fan. She's always there for everything, backs me, helps me out with anything I need. She doesn't really personally like watching the fights, but she does come, and she's getting more used to it now. This is my 7th fight, so she's getting used to it. She's realizing that I prepare for this all the time. I'm ready to go. It's just 2 guys preparing, putting in a lot of preparation, ready to fight. So she's getting more into it. My older brother, he's actually one of my sponsors. He owns his own
No.
business. He's one of the people I was talking about, that he owns his own machine shop, and he's really the one. He's been making me fight since I was 5 years old. All the
Wow.
neighborhood kids, he was like, "You're not gonna be scared," So I've been doing this.
It
I
paid
haven't got
off.
the right, yeah, for sure. I haven't got the martial arts background so much traditionally, but I've been fighting for a long time, and now for the last 8 years, I've been really training, putting in the work.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. So, for all your fans and all the people that are going to be new fans after this interview, because I have a lot of boxing people that I cover, and combat sports is just amazing overall.
For
So,
sure.
what's something that you want to tell them? What's gonna give them some reason to watch the fight?
Oh man, I've put in so much work. I'm telling y'all, like, please just check me out. I promise to put on a show. I'm gonna take this guy out. He's fought in the UFC. He's got like 6, 7 more fights than me, but I promise I'm gonna show more technical, more skills, and making my way up. You know, this is my 3rd pro fight, and it's like his 12th. So the fact that a guy that has that many pro fights is calling me out at a whole nother weight class.
Wow.
That, I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna be exciting. I'm so comfortable right now, like no cutting weight, nothing. I'm ready to fight tomorrow. So
that's so good.
Yes,
what's your ritual before a fight? Like when you go into the dressing room when you're preparing, do you listen to music? Do you just meditate? What is your ritual?
I just try to get as calm and comfortable. I try to really think about every day I'm at the gym, and I spar guys that are high level. I train with UFC fighters. I've been knowing them for years and training with them. James Vick, one of them. He's the one that got me in the game. Wow. Started me actually with Darren Lamb when he was just boxing, and that's how I got in. I started boxing first. So I've done this so long that I just try to mentally get myself in that same state. Like there's no, at the time that we're, locked in there, there's no fans, there's no nothing. It's just what I do on a daily basis, and I have to show it.
Right. Absolutely. Here. You live it. That's awesome. Yeah, so sure. Before we end, I want you to tell everybody where they can follow you and how they can watch the fight again.
All right. You can watch the fight at extremeknockout.com. They have a little portal you can click on for their TV live Thursday night, January 28th, starts at 7. You can also follow me on El Chapo _ Guzman 185 on Instagram, and then Joel Guzman on Facebook. That's really the only outlets I'm on right now is just Facebook and Instagram.
Well, any last words or shout outs?
Shout out to Lamford, Coach D, my family, everybody that supports, all the people coming to the fights, my sponsors, all you guys, man. I appreciate every single one of you, and I promise to put on a show Thursday night.
Absolutely. I can't wait to get my shirt. I'll be wearing it fight night.
Yes.
I'll definitely be tuned in to watch.
Yes, man. That's on the way.
So much. And you got to come back. We got to keep talking. I'm going to follow your career, and I'm always going to be in is it the corner and Octagon?
Yeah. My corner, supporting my team. We're going to have a lot of fights this year. I'm looking to at least get 5 more after this one. So
absolutely. Well, I wish you all the best, and I appreciate your time.
I appreciate
we will definitely talk soon.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate you. I love your show. All right.
Thanks,
bye-bye.
guys.
All right.